Bruh.
Believe it!
Look, bitches the rap game, Hokage. My bitch is attention, but I call that hoe Tsunade. Fuck up out of my face, tell them give me my space. My girl and Beyonce, yo bitch feel like the right cock.
Going on YouTube, it's your boy Nano back in another video, and today we are going over the top 5 characters you want to be playing in ABA if you want to win all your public game modes. Alright, if you want to farm some goddamn noobs and have fun with it, you need to pick these 5 characters. Before this video gets started though, I'd ask if you could please drop a like. Alright, you got 5 seconds. I paired up with experienced ABA players. You might actually know them. I mean, right here, this is Feedback King if you didn't know. This guy is, let's see, that's Kill Gaming. You've seen him with the statue before. So I have paired up with some people that have been #1, that have their own statue. So don't think I just made this tier list out my ass, all right? I did pair up with experienced people to make this tier list with. 73% of you guys who are watching my channel right now aren't even subscribed. So if you could, please subscribe, all right? I'm trying to hit 80K as soon as possible. We just hit 75K, so I'm very grateful for that. Anyways, y'all, let's get on with the video. As you can see, today we are playing ABA. Due to its rise in popularity, I've decided to just make a top 5 characters that you need to be playing in the public mode, because I'm pretty sure that's where most people are at right now. If y'all want me to make a top 5 1v1 characters, you need to be playing top 5 2v2 characters, you need to be playing top 5 characters for noobs, I got y'all too, alright? This video is strictly for public game modes only, or if you're in a private server and you're trying to show out against your friends, you want to farm some goddamn noobs, alright? You need to be playing these 5 characters like I said again, alright? This is strictly for public game modes only, alright? This has nothing to do with 1v1s, 2v2s, none of that, okay? You only want to be playing these characters. Well, you don't want to only be playing these characters in public game modes. They're just best in public game modes. Alright, so the only rules that apply to this top 5 characters list is really just no Game Pass characters, okay? I know some of y'all are on a budget. Y'all can't afford anything, so I'm not going to be including any Game Pass characters in the actual top 5 list, but I might include them in the honorable mention list. So coming in as an honorable mention is Madara Uchiha, okay? He could actually be in this list, but the fact that he's a Game Pass character and some people can't really afford him, I kind of just like do y'all dirty. But I will say Madara would be on this list if he wasn't a Game Pass character, y'all. All right, he's that strong. So if you're looking to farm on noobs, you got to go ahead and pick Madara. All right, he is a point gainer. You will realize that, like, he's just so self-explanatory. I don't have to show gameplay. Everybody knows, like, if you have Madara, you're farming on noobs in casual game modes, bro. All right, moving on to our next honorable mention is Trunks. Now, Trunks, don't get it twisted, bro. He is a very strong point gainer, all right? He racks up points really fast, and that's going to help you win game modes. But the problem is he isn't really noob friendly. You're going to have to hit combos with Trunks to gain points. But from the screenshot that I showed you, you can see that Trunks racks up a lot of points, bro. If you use him properly, you can like win every single game with him no matter what, because he racks up so many points. The problem is you actually have to hit your abilities and actually know how to combo up if you want to use Trunks. All right, starting with the real list, coming in at number 5 is Jonathan Joestar. All right. This gameplay doesn't really do him justice. I still get over 1,000 points in this game, but you can see I was farming on that noob. Hey, man, you're playing ABA public game modes to win, bro. So if there's ever any AFK person, you need to fight them. Anyways, to explain Jonathan's kit, you pretty much have his 1, which is breathing, that actually fills up your yellow bar. And when your yellow bar has some meter in it, that's when you can use your move, okay? Your 2 is a really good move for AoE damage. You pretty much just use it against a group of people. So if you see a group of people, just go in, hop in, use your 2. You're going to do a lot of damage. This move does a lot of damage, and it's an AoE move. It can hit multiple people. And then your 4 is like a combo like extender. You can punch 4 times on your opponent and then use your 4 and then go off of that. Or you could just start off the combo with your 4 because it has like a little lunge effect to it. And then you can just combo up from there. His awakening is what makes him shine, bro. You pretty much, like, you're breathing so much faster in your awakening. You can use your 1, that does a lot of damage. Your 3 does a lot of damage. And your 4 is a quick teleport that still does a lot of damage, all right? This character can do damage, but the reason why he's number 5 is because he has limits to him. Obviously, you have to control your breathing. You actually have to have some skill doing it. His moves can be interrupted too, so you got to be careful. But other than that, man, he's just a brain dead character that anybody can pick up, get a lot of points, do a lot of damage, get a lot of kills. Like, if you're in a server filled with noobs, bro, you are farming them, bro. You are straight up farming them. Like I said, this gameplay I show off of Jonathan doesn't really do him justice, but I do have a screenshot of one of the actual, you know, top ABA players using him in a public game mode. Like I said again, though, he's only number 5 because average players know how to counter him, all right? It's easy to counter him. You can jump over his 2, or you can interrupt it. Like, all of his abilities are interruptible. But if you're trying to farm on some goddamn noobs and do damage, then go ahead and be my guest. Pick Jonathan Joestar. Coming in at number 4, we have Time Skip Zoro. This dude does damage. You can see right here, when you use your 1, that's really like your main damage dealer. But other than that, man, you pretty much just like his kit's self-explanatory, okay? His 1 is a short little dash that does a lot of damage, and he just racks up points if you can land your combos, okay? You need to be using 4 M1s before using an ability, all right, especially Tiger Hunt. Tiger Hunt is his guard break. So what you want to do is get close with your 1, then M1 4 times, use your Tiger Hunt, and then you can continue off of that, okay? You can get a nasty combo if you can left mouse button 4 times and then use your 2, and then from there on out you can just M1 and finish the combo with 5 M1s. His 3 is a little projectile that does little damage, but it's still good for poke. And then his 4 is a projectile that doesn't really do that much damage, but it can hit multiple people, so you can rack up points that way. Just remember to use your 1 whenever it's off cooldown to do damage against people. And then your 2 is really good too to combo extend. And then once you awaken, his awakening is alright. I mean, I don't know if it's that overpowered because I don't really know how to aim the 6 paths. But when you awaken, you want to use 6 paths as soon as it comes off a cooldown, because that does a lot of damage if you can hit it. I suck at hitting it, but if you do end up hitting it, you can do a lot of damage. And then his 2 is a guard break, and if you actually do land it, it's a teleport guard break, so that's really good. And then his 3 is just an upgraded version of his base form of his 4, so I still don't think it does that much damage, but you can still just throw it out there. Like, if you see a group of people use his 3 in his awakening, and you'll get a lot of points from that since it is an AoE attack. And then his 1 is also an AoE attack that you summon from like the ground. And like, if you just see like 2 people, just use your 1 near them and you're gonna do a lot of damage. But yeah, his awakening self-explanatory too. You pretty much just do a lot of damage with this character, and you'll rack up a lot of points as long as you're hitting your M1s, bro. Like, you need to hit your M1s. You'll figure out that everybody on this tier list actually does have a sword, and the reason why they have a sword is because, well, you can hit your M1s easier with the goddamn sword. Like, it's self-explanatory. But yeah, man, Time Skip Zoro comes in at number 4. He racks up a lot of points naturally, so go ahead and try him out yourself. Coming in at number 3, we have Biakuya. Now, I'd say throughout this whole tier list, I feel like Biakuya is the most probably simple character to use in this tier list. Like, literally, his kit is so simple, but he still does a lot of damage and still racks up a lot of points. Now, he gets most of his points from his awakening, but in his base kit, you pretty much want to just use your flash step to get close to people, use your 4, and then use your scatter. So you'll see like multiple times in this clip, I'll use my 4, and then I'll M1 4 times, then I'll use my 3, okay? That's the combo you want to be doing, and then you want to use your 1, which is your flash step, to get closer to people if you need to. And then your 2 is kind of just bad. Like, the hitbox is garbage on it, but if you can hit it, then it's going to be really good. Like, you usually want to use it after using your 3. So you use your 4, M1 4 times, use your 3, and then use your 2. Or you can just use your 2 straight up like how I just did right there, because the cooldown on it is really short. So it's a garbage move hitbox wise, but to make up for it, I guess Snake just made the cooldown low on it. Still, you know, just free points. If you can just hit it on like standing opponents, then go ahead and do it. But once you're awakened though, this is where it gets awesome, okay? Your 3 is pretty much your one shot. You want to trap a lot of people in your 3. I'll show a clip right now because I don't really actually show it off in this game how good his 3 actually is, because people weren't really grouped up and I was bad at using it. But pretty much you want to use his 3 when you're about to get out of your awakening mode, because with your 3, if you use it once, you automatically unawaken. So you definitely want to be in your awakening as long as possible before using your 3. Alright, like I said again, he's self-explanatory, but he still racks up a lot of points just because he has the easiest combo to pull off in this game. With your 4, that's a free stun on your opponent, then you can M1 4 times into a 3. That's going to give you a lot of points, and obviously your 3 and your awakening is going to give you a lot of points if you use it right. Coming in at number 2 is Sasuke Uchiha. Time skip Sasuke. That boy goes crazy, dude. So pretty much you want to abuse his 1, 2, and 3. His 4 is utter garbage. It literally does no damage. You only want it so that it could guard break. Like, that's your guard break in your kit, and it's actually a really good guard break because you can move around with it. But other than that, his 4 is absolute garbage, man. You definitely want to just be using his Chidori Senbun and his Chidori Stream in combo. So you start off the combo by activating your 1 that will put lightning on your katana, and then you get a speed boost from it too. So you want to go ahead and aggro onto people. Try to M1 4 times before using a 3, or M1 4 times before using a 4. The ideal combo is to M1 4 times while your 1's activated. If it's not activated, that's fine too. You want to M1 4 times into a 3, and then M1 4 times again into a 2. The reason why I keep telling you guys to M1, which is the left mouse button, is because you can see right there, you see that combo right there? I just hit an 18 combo, man. I just hit an 18 hit combo. The more your combo meter is, the more points you get, all right, y'all? Points isn't based off of damage. It's how much you can actually combo your opponent by. So you can see, if you use time skip Sasuke correctly, you can rack up a lot of points with him if you use them correctly. You need to make sure you're M1ing before all your things if you can. Now, if you can't, then that's fine too, but just make sure you're not just straight up spamming abilities. Now, when you're awakened, this is where it gets fun, man. Your Kirin, you want to hit it on multiple people. If you can hit it on multiple people, that's going to give you a lot of points. That's where his point gain comes from. You need to be hitting his Kirin. And then his 2 is pretty much a black Chidori that teleports. And then his 3, which is actually called Black Chidori, he jumps up into the air and then actually summons a Chidori. His 4 is called like White Snake Binding or whatever. It pretty much just keeps your opponent into place. So if your 4 is ever up, you want to use it on your opponent, and then you want to go up to them and just spam your M1. Other than that, though, in his awakening, you want to be sure to just use your Kirin if you see more than 2 people, or at least 2 people. You don't want to just use it on 1 person only. You want to make sure you actually use Kirin on 2 or more people so you can get a lot of points from that. Yeah, man, Sasuke, he comes in at number 2. If you can get your awakening with him, that's where he gets a lot of his points from. All right, coming in at number 1 should have been no surprise. Everybody always complains about him in public game modes. It's that boy Shinji, all right? This isn't the best gameplay, but I will show you guys screenshots of how much points this guy can actually gain. So the ideal combo is to probably flash step, which is your 1, into a M1 4 times, use your 3, and then M1 4 times again to your 2. If you don't want to do that, you could always just use your 2 in an open crowd. Like, your 2 is really good. Like, you can see right there, your 2, it's pretty much if you guys play Rogue Lineage, it's Elegant Slash from Rogue Lineage on goddamn steroids. I totally forgot what your 4 does, which is your taunt. I'm pretty sure it makes it so that the person that you taunt actually takes more damage from you, or maybe you take less damage from them. I totally forgot which one it was, but it's either or. You just want to focus on using your 2 on multiple people, and then your 3 is also really good in your awakening. So when you awaken, that's when you go crazy. You have an upgraded Elegant Slash, okay? Your 3 goes like super bonkers, dude. It actually is poggers. Your 3 does so much damage in your awakening. Well, I don't know if it's your 3 in the awakening, but your breaker in awakening form does a lot of damage. But the main point is with Shinji, you just want to go ahead and use your slash against a bunch of targets. And Zoro too, in your awakening form, if you can hit it, has really good like lock on. Like, if you can hit your opponent with it, it does a lot of damage, and it has really good lock on. Like I said, again, if you end up hitting your opponent with it, they're going to most likely be locked into it. And then your 2 is pretty much like Snap Hystericus from Rogue in your awakening. Pretty much what it makes it does is you use it, and then anybody affected into the area, their controls starts getting mixed up. So the ideal way to actually go with it is you want to use your 2 against an opponent, so then their controls are mixed up, and then from there on out, it's pretty much just free combos. You can just combo him because he doesn't know what he's doing. All his controls are mixed up. He can't actually attack back at you. But yeah, like I said, again, Shinji, kid is so self-explanatory. I'll just go ahead and show out the screenshots of the pros using him and just abusing him. My gameplay was all right, but the pros abuse him to the fullest, bro. Like, you can just see from these screenshots, man, he just goes crazy. Well, that's it for the tier list. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Let me know what your top 5 list is too, and let me know if I did get this right. Other than that, it's been your boy Nano, and I'm out. Have a great day.
All I gotta do is put my mind to this shit. Goddamn. Cancel out my ex, I put a line through that bitch. I like all my S's with 2 lines through them shit.